Hello everybody, it's Suffolkblue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Welcome back to another attack of the BT Minecraft Let's Play series. We're back in the dairy. I want to just talk you through some of the things that I've done off camera. Just so, you know, you don't want to see the whole thing from start to finish because it would take an age, but we've now sorted out all of our milk buckets and all our bits and bobs around here, so this is all now set up, and I've hidden some of these pipes behind brick walls just to give them a little less pipe, although I do like the overhead pipes that run along there. Obviously we've now got a window in here, a nice big arched window, you know, with those sorts of slabs that I do with a similar thing on the greenhouse. I just thought that was a nice space to put one actually, and it seemed to make sense. And obviously we've covered the ceiling in here. You can see, of course, we've got some lights in, the glass is in, another window at this end here just to break up that brick a little bit, but obviously we've started to put in the roofing material, the roof wedges. Same across here, so you can see what this building's going to look like. Alright. You can see the sort of look and feel. That's where that window goes. And you can see how well, by using these wedges, we're able to sort of knit the whole of this roof together into one structure. The dairy, a little bit of extra work. We've just merely cleaned up the front just by putting these aluminium blocks on. There's a lot of aluminium used in this build, but as I said, I'm going for that clean look. And as you can see through here, the cows, where they come through, are simply going to be milked and spat out the other end. It's as simple as that. We have put in some of this glass, which I wanted to use this sort of grate looking glass because it looks a bit like there's a mesh, so it doesn't actually look like glass so much as it does mesh. Again, there'll be some micro blocking around this to really make that stand out and make that look a little bit special. But there we go. That's sort of that's where we are with the build. We haven't done much more than that. Just put on the little bits and bobs and little extras. What we're going to be looking at today is these bits over here. And as you can see, I've left this roof overhang to stop about there. And we've got these two bits of dirt here, which are actually marking a place where we're going to be putting in some of these things, some tanks. And I want these tanks to be silos, so they're like cylinders. So let's just first of all cut this out here. Let's get rid of that to start with. These tanks are going to be in a cross pattern, like so. Alright, so this is how they're going to look. But what we are also going to do is, again, by using the necessary... Can I just pop these on here like this? Yes, I can. Let's put these tanks around. I don't know quite how many we'll get. I mean, obviously we've got 5 at 1600 each, which should mean these are pretty big, seriously big tanks. Oops. No. You're wrong. There. Just going to build these up and up to where I want them to be, which is, I think, I'm going to want them to be there. It's a lot of tank. There's a lot of tank here. But then we are going to be holding, hopefully, a fair old chunk of milk. Not very difficult to see where you put them, though. And same here. Oh! See what I mean? It's very difficult to place. Very difficult. 3, 4. Oh, see? That's wrong. Fine, let's take this one out. And then we've just got the one nearest the wall then to do, haven't we? So we can go there, 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 and there. So that's the extent of the tank. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to introduce again... How hungry am I? Oh, where's my food? I put it in here probably, haven't I? Yeah. Excellent. So from here, what I want to do... Whoops. And that's the effect that I want. So... all the way up. Don't worry too much about the roof at this stage. It shouldn't really have anything to do with that. Same here. So, like that. Like that. They sort of fit themselves in, to be fair. Don't go too high up. Like so. Same... oh, no. Didn't get that right. Off the ground, too dangerous to be on the ground. And all we're doing, we're just sort of, I don't know, we're sort of circling them off or smoothing them off a little bit. Lovely. And same here. Oops, up. We're nearly done. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is I just want to test. Have I got a milk bucket in here? I think I should have. Yeah. Let's just go and test this tank. That it works. It should work. Let's see how much milk it gets to put through. So this is the one. So we've got to imagine that a cow's just come through and has been milked. Off it goes around the system, and then what we're looking for here is for that bucket to come back on itself. There's the empty bucket. So has the milk gone in the tank? This is a question. It has. Look at it. It's beautiful. We have milk in the tank. 200 in the tank. And these are going to be completely ram-packed full of milk. Brilliant. And it's automatic. So let's get ourselves these and some of these. Have I got any more of those? I've got those ones. Okay. Up. I haven't seen any mobs. Am I on peaceful again? No. No mobs. It's always a bit wary when there's no mobs, and there should be. Okay, here we go. Let's go to here. Let's go to here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just going to do this edging because it's the easiest bit to do. Again, we're going to be using these sorts of factory blocks because they are the best looking for a tank. Oops. Fabulous. And this one. Whoops. Oh, what am I being hit by? Is that an arrow? Somebody shot an arrow at me? No. Did I just put that block on my own head? It'll be the first time. Superb. So we've done the edgy bits. The next thing to do is we're going to cut these up into just the covers so that we have plenty of fabulous. Loads of covers. And we won't use all them all as covers, I hasten to add, but lovely. And there we go. So we just go around and we begin to cover up all of the edges because obviously we want it to look like a tank. Like a metal tank rather than the actual glass tanks. Now obviously we don't want to cover up the bottom ones because we can't, they're by the wall and you can't actually see them until they get above here, so actually we don't need to cover them up until we get to this end one really. Can you go in there, or is that roof going to spoil everything? The roof is going to spoil everything by the look of it. I don't know why so much, because that is in a different block, but oh, it's because it overhangs this, of course. Just like that, and I think what we can do here, which actually is an interesting idea, obviously we're going to end up with a hole. I'm just going to put these back into blocks. We're going to end up with a hole in that roof area. And it's going to look a little odd if we're not careful. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it look as if we've got a little bit of support coming out of the building. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use these additional like that, and then it just looks like a piece of support, so you wouldn't necessarily know that there was, it just sort of looks like a beam, I suppose, that sticks out of the roof joint. Let's do the same at the bottom. Just like that. Fantastic. Now we sort of got to do something with the top, and what I've thought about is I'm probably going to put a block in the middle like that, and then, oops, not that. That would be ridiculous. How about that? That's better. like that. I wonder, can these fit in there? Can I get the little ones maybe to fit in here? Because that would look quite cool. How do we make the little ones? Can we do it this way? No. There is a way. I have to do them by carpenters. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So you want the little prism type shape. Whoops, what am I doing? Like that. Let's go and grab another one. Or another load even. And that should hopefully look a lot like the silos that we're all used to seeing on the side of dairies. And there. Don't need to put a cap on top of that, but obviously what I can do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. Why are you not working? Oh, I've run out of blocks. Haha! It's me thinking that something had gone wrong. I've run out of blocks. Just put these back into blocks. Excellent. And that will be one of our milk silos. And as you can see, they stand a little bit proud of the dairy, but not by much. I don't want them to be huge and really distracting. But in there, obviously, is going to be an awful lot of milk. And we can do the same on the other side. Let's just give that a kick off again. Come on. Thank you. I am very concerned at where my mobs all are. Oh, there's one. So they are about. Maybe I've just lit this area up so well. Probably need to make some more tanks, which is going to be quite expensive, but never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 is the answer for that. 2, 3. Oops. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Definitely going to need to make some more tanks. How do we make more tanks? Have I got any more tanks in here before I go and make loads of tanks? Nope, I haven't got any glass either. That's frustrating. Well, I'm going to go and make some more tanks, and I'll make the second one, and when we come back, we'll have a look at what they look like together. So I shall be right back. So, welcome back, and there we go. So these are the two tanks. I have tested both of them. They both work exactly the same as each other. Supported little areas that go in there. I was thinking of joining them together almost at the top with like some beams between them, but actually I quite like them on their own. They sort of stand, they are big enough to stand on their own without necessarily being supported. And I think overall, as part of the building, I think they work really well. They flow in, and they have obviously a real practical use as well, because they actually are the tanks. Let's put a bit of roofing on this and have a look at the colour of the roof that I've chosen. I'm going to go for a small cobble effect, because it sort of fits. It fits with the sort of slate type of roof thing that I think I want. Let's have a look and see what some of this looks like over here. Yeah, see, I like that. That sort of square shape, I think, looks pretty good. It looks like the like slate tiles. It's a similar colour to slate, and I wanted to move away from thatch, obviously, and from wood and from the others. I want to start moving into a bit more of an industrial look. Let's have a look at that. Now, again, there's going to be a lot of micro-blocking that's going to go in this building. Don't panic. It's not going to be quite as barren as this. Let's just pop this on and really stand back and have a look. But it already seems to be getting the seal of approval for me. Okay, let's have a look. I like that a lot. I really do. Really stands out. The red, the white, the grey really works. Let's get some on this. Get some on this part of the building and have a look. And actually, let's put some over near our tanks so that we can see what they look like and whether or not that fits with that colour scheme over there. That sort of rusted metal. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fabulous. I love it. Oh, put one in my head. That was silly. Thank you. Then we'll just have a little stand back and have a look at this. But I think that was a good choice. This is just the, if you want to recreate this look, this is just cobblestone, 4.5, it's just the small cobblestone tiles, alright? But there we go, and it looks industrial without looking too industrial. It fits in with the grey, obviously, of the cobble that we've got over there. Yeah, I like this a lot. And I was thinking about the inside, and I'm going to do again, like I did with the greenhouses, where we did the Victorian type metalwork, the sort of ribbing and wrought iron metalwork. I'm going to continue that, I think, in this build as well. We've run out, that's fine. Plenty of cobble, that's not a problem. Yeah, I love that. I really, really like that. I like that so much. Excellent. Okay, so that's what our roof is going to look like. The last thing I want to just sort of have a go at and show you, let's have some to eat, and we're going to go and catch our first cows, actually, I think. We're going to go find some. I think I know where there's one at least. What am I going to put in here? Let's put in our... No, not these, these. Now, I could make a pair of plastic boots, which are much, very, 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 very good if you don't want to end up falling over yourself. This one has to go... Whoops, this one has to go... Whoops, come on, bit misbehaving. Like that. And this one has to go... like that. They're a bit fiddly to put on. This is why I probably should have taken plastic boots. Because obviously I have to shift click. I have not remapped that button, so by shifting I'm actually flying downwards. And to be fair, I probably am going to go out one more. And to be fair, going in, I'm probably going to go one. Hopefully the cows won't get too stuck on those edges. But essentially that's it for the cows. They're just going to go around in a conveyor belt. I'm not going to put anything out over there just yet. Okay, let's get rid of some of these and just reposition them a little bit further out. Let's go find ourselves a couple of cows. We've only got these single-use ones, actually, that I've managed to get from looting chests and such. Now, there was definitely a cow over here, because it's the cow that I've used for all of my milk so far. So I know, there he is, or she is, I should say. She's giving me milk. Hello! You have got a new field. Thank you. So there's one cow. And there's a sheep. So we know there's a sheep over here as well. Keep your eye out for another cow. Because we do need 2, and then once we've got the 2, we're sort of set. Oh, there's plenty of sheep over here. Definitely we're right for the sheep. A little bit of block lag as we move through this area, always is. Just actually reloading in my town, sadly. Can't see any more. Let's try over here a wee bit, just to see whether we can see any. There used to be some over here, but I've got a funny feeling there's some chickens. There's some funny feeling that I may have accidentally culled that population when I was looking for some steak. So I may be the victim of my own gluttonous need for meat. I think I may have wiped out the entire cow population on this side, which is annoying. There's pigs over here. Every animal bar one single more moo cow. Pigs are over there. I really want a big old plains with some... No, more sheep, more pigs. Good heavens. I don't really come over here very often. There's a bat down there. No good to anybody. A squid. Every possible form of creature known to man except a single cow. I don't think I've killed that many cows, to be fair. I haven't seen any horses yet. I suppose that's a one that I'm missing as well. Or cats, or anything else. Well, I'm going to go on the hunt for a moo cow, and I'll grab one, and we'll come back once I've got one, and then we'll test the whole automatic dairy out in action. So I shall be right back. And welcome back. So there we go. I did manage to find another cow. There was only 2 on this entire continent, so we've actually managed to get our whole cow herd luckily together by using this. We have got a little calf in here, obviously. Yes, you can all have some food. There we go. There's our calf owner. He's got a good cat on it as well. So there and there, but as you can see, it's not particularly intensive. They're not accidentally going to walk into anything. I'm going to see if I can just get one of them to go through, or at least move them over here a little bit. Thank you. So off they go. So she's going to go through the system. Whoomp, whoomp. Been milked twice, hopefully. And out the other side. Totally unharmed. Brilliant. Now, I just need to go and see, really, whether... we wouldn't have seen that go through the system, because it's already have gone through. Hopefully the buckets are back in here. Empty bucket. Empty bucket. We won't be able to see them there yet. What I could do, really... I'll just take out that one. Wrong one. Take out this one? Or is it this one? No. Oh. Whoops. So that's got about 200 in from one cow. I think what we'll have to do is get one of them to go through. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get in here to see that if it works. Haha! That's a problem. Because I can't get in quick enough to see whether or not it's going to have worked or not. Stuck on there. Don't be stuck on there. Please don't be stuck on there. Wonder why you want to go over there. Go over here. Come on. So off it goes. I'm not going to be able to get in time, I don't think. Quickly! Has that already gone through the system? Ah, milk has definitely gone. And it's back. So those definitely went through the system. Definitely did go through the system. Have we got a bit more milk in here than what we started with? Let's just have a little... Oh, not that. What the hell have you got on your head? What on earth is that? The heck is that? Australian minecart. Seems a little racist. Let's just have a little look. So there is 600 in there. There's definitely more milk in that one. Another rain comes. So we definitely know. And there's 600 in that one. Definitely know that that has taken in milk. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. What we've managed to do is that will work. Do you know what I'd like to put in there though? Is I'd like to put something else in here, like something to wash the cows as they go through. Again, thinking about the whole hygienic milk thing, because I do like that. Are you going to go in? Are you going to go in again? They love that corner. Love that corner. Little one. I think what we ought to do is that. That'll catch some more of them. We need to make as well some more buckets. Actually, I probably don't need the sideward ones. Oh, off they go. Quickly. Just want to see if what I can see. Yeah, definitely working. Yep. So there we go. We definitely have a working dairy in. Oh, so happy about that. How can we sleep off this rain? It keeps raining. It's a very rainy area. Sleep it off. Excellent. So that little one shouldn't really have any effect on him. How did you get stuck in there then? If I push a large one through, do you reckon that will be able to push it out of the way? Because when he grows up, he's not going to be able to stick in there. Off you go. Ouchie pop. Now he can't be milked because he's too little. So he wouldn't have been milked. Don't go on again. But there we go. So it definitely works. A few more cows in there and we'll start seeing that probably produce an awful lot more. Let's just quickly go and finish off this roof because I don't really want to leave it like that for now. We'll just finish it off. And then I'll tell you about the next steps and what we're going to do next. Let's take 2 of these. Where's me chisel? Oh, there it is. So we're using 4.5, which are these ones, small cobblestone ones. Just go and finish this off. And then we've got micro-blocking to do on this, and I will do some of the micro-blocking. Obviously, I know I did a lot of micro-blocking on the farmhouse, so you don't want to see me do all my micro-blocking. Unless you do. I tell you what, if you want to see me do some micro-blocking on this, you let me know. But I've had some other requests for some builds to come through from subscribers, new and old. So thank you very much for those. Digi said that he wanted to see a Christmas tree in the centre of the town. I think I can do that. I think that's something we can do. And if not, well, I think you can actually make a Christmas tree, but I don't know how big that's going to be. But if we can't make one that's the right size, then we can use one of these spruce trees that looks like that, you see. Make it a bit more, definitely into a Christmassy looking feel, and then decorate it with some coloured lights, like glowstone bits and bobs, and cut them into notches and hang them on the tree and do all that sort of thing. So if we can do that, that's doable. There we go. That's the roof of the dairy done. Who else? Somebody wanted a tower. Now, interestingly, you mentioned tower, because one of the things, obviously, as you know, next year, or towards the end of this year, this section here is going to be knocked flat, and we're going to make a town hall here. But on this hill, I suppose, which is actually going to get more flat, because this is actually going to get tapered off a little bit. But this hill is going to be perfect for a castle, and I'm thinking of putting in a sort of Germanic Bavarian type castle with the tall turrets and the bits and bobs. So there will be some towers there. If you want a proper defensive tower, though, like a little castle tower, then we may put one over on this side. Also, Digi said that Diggy said he wanted put the barn over here, and I like this idea because it will break this up. I was originally going to put the barn here, but I don't think we need to. We can put some trees in there. We'll actually probably put the cotton farm because I want to put some cotton. And get some cotton farm going on in here as well. But we could put the farm near this hill over here, the barn that is, and actually make that old New England barn stick out over here, but a few farm buildings over here, along with the carding shed, the slaughterhouse, the chicken coop, the pigsties, all that stuff will be over this end. So we're sort of getting there with the dairy, as I say. You can't go in there. Why do you want to go in there for? Strange. Can't have any more. I love doing that to cows. We've also got the insides of this to do, and we are going to have to make some freezers because I'm going to want to put put proper freezer units in here. Obviously, you need to put the internal doors in here as well. Freezer units, and I also want to do the micro blocking with the iron, raw iron sort of roofing that goes through here. So lots more to do on the dairy, and I'm not going to finish. I'm not going to just walk away with it and start doing something else. So we are going to finish this off. So that will be part of the next episode. So there we go. We have a working dairy. It does automatically milk the cows. We have still got to do something with all the sludge, which at the moment really, technically, is coming out of a pipe and flowing into this water, which is disgusting. But we will end up having to create a little thing over there. But there we go. So there is the look of the dairy. Shall I take a screenshot somewhere? How am I going to take a screenshot of this? I really want to get these tanks in, I suppose. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we want the cows. Cows, can you get in the picture, please? Get in the picture. Don't look so shocked. Well, that was not a clever idea. Actually, let's bring them over here. Over here. And stop. There you go. I don't have anything. There's no point following me now. Let's do that. That gives us enough, I think. Whoops. Oh, we have another one on the go. Go on, make some more. More little cows. Oh, and you're going to get milked at the same time off your pop. Ah, that's so good. Oh, well done. The whole family's going through. You're all going to get stuck. Plenty of milking going on. We do need to make some more buckets. This is true. Need to make some more buckets to put in there. But there we go. Now I can get rid of that and probably get a good picture with the cattle. Fabulous. Okay, so there we go, working dairy, insides to do, more micro blocking. If you want to see some micro blocking, let me know. We have got other stuff to start building at some point too, but let me know, give us a shout, leave a comment. If you've liked the video, you can leave a like. That'd be great. Always means a lot to me to get a like, because it just sort of says, well, yeah, you're doing alright, carry on going. So thanks very much for the comments and the suggestions as well. I really do appreciate it. I love reading those too. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Suffolkblue. I hope you've had fun. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.